Hey, welcome. Welcome to the business of coaching. I'm so excited to have you here. So we're live on Facebook, and this also is something that you guys can watch recorded later. Wanting to take this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Meggin Anderson, and I am the founder of Team Phoenix Rising. And man, have we had the most incredible last couple of months. So if you're watching this, I just started talking about how a lot of times I go live and do different videos and things based on questions that I get from a lot of different people coming at me with a lot of different things. And right now, coaching is a huge hot topic. I have so many people that are asking me what it's all about, what does it look like, what my story is. And let me just start off by saying that I'm not going to really go into detail in this video about my story. You can grab that from my website, and chances are if you're here at this point, we probably already talked a little bit about my story and what it is exactly that I do. So I just wanted to get into like the nitty-gritty of it all. Also, guys, make sure that you leave comments. I will check back here and answer questions that you guys have, okay? Try not to be too distracted. And I'm gonna try to keep it short too, but if you have questions or comments that you wanna leave now or drop them below, then I'll come back and I can answer later, or you can always shoot me a message or an email afterwards too, okay? So welcome, welcome. My name is Meggin Anderson. Like I said, I am the founder of Team Phoenix. I have been a Beachbody coach for almost 8 years. That's insane to think about. It's insane to think about how much life has changed up to this point. Like I said, I'm not gonna like dive deep into my story too much. I've been a customer for over 20 years, which is insane. I was just looking for something that was going to save me time. And then we had kids, we had a business. I was looking for in and out, quick done. It needed to be consistent and it needed to work. And that's what I got. So lo and behold, all these years later, right? And I mentioned my husband and I had our own commercial AV business for about 13 years before I decided to jump into coaching. And so that was crazy because like I kind of knew I always wanted to do that little entrepreneurial thing and be a business owner, but at the same time, I really didn't know what that meant. And so when I found out about the coaching opportunity, I was just really, really excited because all the things that I didn't love about our brick and mortar business, I didn't have to worry about with the Beachbody coaching opportunity. And it was really cool because it's like there's no inventory, there's no employees, there's no payroll, there's no utility bills, there's like, you know, no rent to pay and that sort of thing, right? So all of those negative aspects about owning your own, running your own, you know, brick and mortar type business were not there with this sort of opportunity. So I was lit up right out of the gate. The other thing that our business or that the industry that I was in was huge was recurring revenue. So we were a service-based industry. We provided background music, direct TV services and things like that to bars and restaurants and hotels. And so what essentially that was a subscription-based service, and people subscribed for the service end of things, for the product and that sort of thing. And that was something that I was really familiar with, was that residual passive income month after month. And the idea behind that business model is that you just build that income and it just, you know, continues to grow year after year after year. So when I was introduced to network marketing and Beachbody and this business model, I thought, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I'm used to, and I understand this. And the cool part is that this is my own business and my own entity, and then I can in turn take what I love and the passion for my products and services and help other people with that. And so, you know, also familiar with that relationship building side of the business. I love that part of things, developing relationships with people and finding a solution to meet their needs. So that's a big part of what we do as coaches is we develop rapport with our customers and our clients, and we talk about you know, what their goals are and what their needs are, and cover you know, all those sort of like different pain points, if you will, and then develop a solution in order to meet those individual needs. And what's really great is we have so many products and services that we can literally meet any age, any demographic, and any fitness level. So I love that about what we do too. So, you know, essentially like my story, again, I don't want to go too deep into there. I really want to get into the nitty gritty. I want to make sure that you guys don't have any specific questions that you're coming in here with. So make sure that you drop those below and I'll keep checking back. Ooh, there is a couple of comments. Hey, Melissa. No worries, no worries. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? And so again, if you are watching this, you are someone that was invited to this webinar to learn a little bit more about what it is that we do as coaches, how we earn an income, or maybe another coach in our team invited you here to join us too. So I'm really excited to talk with you guys about that. So let's see. What do we do in a daily life? Like, I feel like a day in the life of the coach, what does that look like, right? So what we do as coaches essentially is we are in charge of several different things, okay? So our number one job is our journey. So being a proof of the product. So product of the product, right? We are walking the talk, we are doing the workouts, we are drinking Shakeology, we are consuming the performance line, whatever that might look like for you. There's a lot of different products and services, but we are a walking billboard, right? And I always tell my coaches, your job is your journey. So your first order of business is to take care of yourself, to get a transformation, to fall in love with the products. A lot of our coaches that are the most successful come into our challenge groups, which I'll get to in a second, and they start their program, they fall in love with the process, they see an amazing transformation, and then they just naturally want to share that with other people. So that is a really cool sort of growth birth, however you want to put that, metamorphosis to see somebody have. I absolutely love to see that person go from this point to this point and then share that with other people. So that's really, really awesome. And the other thing too, I want to say too is, it's not my job to convince you of anything. It's only my job to educate you. So the other big component of that is if you don't love the programs and the products and the things, then you're not going to be very successful, right? And that's okay, right? I get that this is not for everybody and that it's not something that everyone can do, and that's totally okay. So as a part of our team, I want you to love the stuff. I want you to love what you're doing. I want you to be in love with your workouts and the fitness and the groups and all the things, right? So that said, if you can't get behind any of the things that we offer, then maybe it's not going to be a good fit, right? So that's huge, being a product of the product, right? Another big part of what we do is we run these online groups. And so I mentioned challenge group a couple different ways. You can call it whatever you like. We have these amazing online communities. And the really, really awesome thing about owning your own business is you can run it however you see fit. So whatever that looks like for you. There are some people that run product-based groups, specific niches. We have a pre and postnatal group going on right now on our team. We've got a new product launch, muscle burns fats out, and that's a specific group we have running. I also have a generalized accountability group where I help multiple different people with multiple different goals and multiple different levels. So it's just a place in a community where you can post and share your story. You get together with your ladies, and the group can be whatever that looks like for you. And that's the beauty of this business is you're not Beachbody, you're not Shakeology, you're not Insanity, you're not P90X. You are you. You're your own brand. And so you're encouraged to share that with other people, and you're encouraged to be that for other people, right? And that's the thing that's going to also set you apart from other coaches, because yes, there might be a lot of us out there, but if you've looked and seen lately, we have a lot of work to do, right? The obesity epidemic is crazy, and we have a lot of work in front of us. So just because there's a lot of us, that doesn't mean that there's not room for you and there's not space for you to grow and be successful. We are in the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, France, and we'll be expanding going forward to everywhere eventually. Household name is the goal. So being your own brand is important, because that's going to be what sets you apart from other people. You know, everybody likes different things, right? So the people that gravitate to you might not gravitate to me, and vice versa, right? Okay, so living a healthy and fulfilling life. So living life to your fullest potential, working out, eating right, drinking the superfoods, using the supplements to be at your best, and focusing on self-improvement through personal development. So that's a big, huge other component to what we do. I can't say hands down, cannot say enough about this. Hands down, this has been the biggest component to my success, not only with my health and my fitness, but with my business. So what is personal mindset development? It's just that it is something that helps you to grow and helps you to find that self-confidence and find those things that you need that maybe that you are lacking, right? And I cannot say enough about, I don't know any other company or job or business that encourages expanding that mindset and improving on your personal development. And so in our groups and in our team trainings, like everything is focused around, listening to podcasts, reading a good book. I start off with a morning routine every single day where I'm meditating and I'm journaling and I'm doing my prayers and my devotionals and I'm reading my personal developments. It could be a book. It could be something that you listen to on a podcast. It could be a video that you watch, whatever that looks like for you, is so encouraged. And then you're inspiring others to do the same, right? So it's so like, I feel like drinking the Kool-Aid is sort of an understatement, because you start the process and then you start to feel so amazing that you just start sharing it with everybody, right? Like it's like going down the street and trying out this brand new steakhouse that was like amazing. And they made the best steaks, right? And you get home and you call up your best friend and you're like, you have got to go to this steakhouse. The steak was amazing. They had the best martinis, like all the stuff. And you're just going. We need to go there next week. Yeah. Let's go there. And so it's the same exact thing. You start the program, you fall in love with the process, and you just start gushing about it to people. And that's all it is. A lot of times, the first pushback I'll get from people is, I'm not a salesperson. You know what? Nobody wants to say that, right? And here's another example of that, right? I just gave you the steakhouse example. If you have kids and you've ever talked any of them into finishing the last bite of food or brushing their teeth before bed, you are a salesperson. I hate to break it to you, but we sell every single day and everything that we do. It's really just a matter of what you feel passionate about, what you can get behind, and flipping that mindset switch to think that, right? So no, I'm not an icky salesperson. I don't think I'm like a car salesman or anything, but if I have something that I know is going to help you to be successful, like it helped me and it helped this one and this one and this one and this one, you're damn right I'm going to tell you about it, because what if you didn't know? What if you found out from somebody else? I feel like it's completely 100% my duty to talk to you guys about this stuff. That how can I hold something so amazing all to myself? Like it's seriously, that's my mindset about it, that it's my duty to talk to you about this. It's my duty to tell you about that. Okay. So you're inspiring others to do the same by sharing your journey on social media and supporting other people in those groups, those challenge groups. Okay. So let me just double check, see if there's any questions yet. Sure you guys comment below if you've got anything going on. I'm happy to answer. Hey, all right. So essentially, I think I kind of covered this, that we partner with Beachbody. They're the leaders at home fitness and nutrition supplements. And so they are creators of products like P90X, Insanity, 21-Day Fix. We've got new programs like 10 rounds, bar blend, and then there's something new basically that kind of launches usually every quarter. Beachbody On Demand is our streaming service. So all the workouts you stream from home. I always tell people it's however you watch Netflix. So if it's from the Amazon Fire Stick or your Chromecast or what have you, it's an app on your phone, it's on your computer. You have access to every piece of content that Beachbody has ever created. We also have a cooking channel and a whole nutrition tab, which includes programs and materials from the 2B Mindset and the Ultimate Portion Fix, and it kind of goes on and on and on, and they are constantly innovating and renovating and adding to the library. So it's really kind of a cool thing to be able to say that we can absolutely offer somebody this one-stop shop solution, right? Like if someone goes to the gym, they're paying for the gym membership, and then they have to pay for a trainer, and then they have to figure out nutrition or whatever that is. Maybe they use my Fitness Pal or something like that, right? Or if you go to something like Weight Watchers, then you have to figure out the fitness piece, and then I don't know what their accountability plan is and that sort of thing, but you're paying for those extra things, right? And so for $160, you could get started as a coach, and you could get started with a year of fitness. You get your nutrition, you get your choice of supplements, and the groups and the accountability, like it's all included. It's literally a one-stop shop solution. You did not eat that whole thing, did you? Dog and puppy in the room with me. Oh my gosh, did you eat that whole thing? It's literally a one-stop shop solution. And I think I love that so much, because I remember when I first got started, this was before groups or anything like that. I was doing P90X from home, and I was going Jenny Craig, and this was right after I had baby number 2, maybe number 1, maybe partway through number one. And I was starving. I didn't even know that there was a nutrition plan that went with P90X back then. I just was like, I know I need portion control because that was my biggest issue back then. And so I wanted to get the microwave meals because I knew I was working and I needed like on the go, fast, easy, just tell me what to eat. I've always had that. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Those are the things. And so that worked in the beginning, but then I got to a point with my journey where I was like starving and I was spending so much money with the Jenny Craig. I was like, I got to figure this out for myself. And so, you know, that's where this leads to that all walks of life. So also want to say that a huge question I get all the time is, or I'll get objection from somebody that says, I can't join you because I can't eat the Beachbody way. And I think that's so funny because I'm like, what's the Beachbody way? Like, it's weird. People label it like that. And so I'm thinking maybe it's how I convey it or show it. I don't know. Seems just there's no Beachbody way. All of our nutritional theories that you're going to find in the books with Ultimate Portion Fix and To Be Mindset, it's balanced eating. There's nothing different really about the what it is and how much you have. It's really how the theory of how you think about it. So like To Be Mindset is like being more in tune with yourself, drinking lots of water, like more of a plated method, a little bit more relaxed, right? There is a little bit of a different theory behind that, but it's still balanced eating. You're still eating balanced food. Sorry. And then the Ultimate Portion Fix is the same thing. The theory behind that, though, is just measuring with the containers, and it's just a little bit more specific. So it really just depends on where you fall. And usually I work with my people to before they get started to match them with what's going to work best for them. The point that I'm getting at is there's a lot of choices and there's no like one way to do it, right? Because it's not a cookie cutter thing, and we're not one size fits all. And I also feel like for me, my strong philosophy behind it is you have to walk before you can run. So the point is to just get started, get consistent, you know, make your way through, be okay with failure, like all that stuff. Like it's not really about trying to get a beach body or trying to get other people to get a beach body. You're going to come into this business and into your journey in different phases of life. And I think that's really important to remember. So whether you come in as a beginner and you're just getting started, that's sort of like your next phase of life, right? You're sort of that next level. And then you've got maybe those people that are intermediate that have been at a fitness lifestyle for a little bit. Maybe they're stuck or maybe they're just not sure, right? And they're going to that next level. So there's always going to be room to grow. And then if you're, you know, an advanced fitness professional, somebody like that, there's always going to be the next level for you too. So there's always going to be those ways around. Okay. So, our team is moving. We have in the last couple of months, you know, unfortunately, there's been a lot of businesses and gyms and different places that have really either taken a big hit in their business or have closed up completely. And our industry has actually, or Beachbody and our team, I should say, has seen a 300% growth over the last couple months. And it's been absolutely insane between the surge in people that want to do something with at-home fitness and be safe and healthy at home, to the number of people that I'm supporting on my team that have joined us that want to start a business and work from home. And do that sort of thing. And they obviously go hand in hand, which is awesome, taking care of yourself, being at home. You know, the number one reason that I got into this business when I first started was that I wanted to have that time freedom with my family. I was working 50, 60 hours a week trying to run this business over here. I never saw anybody. My kids were in daycare. It was insane. It was insane. And you'd get home so late and they were all toddlers at that point. So it was like just chaos. It was chaos when we were home. And then race to get them to daycare and then do my work day. And it was just insane. And so today looks so much different. Like I always thought it would be so amazing to just be able to like go to their school and read them a book in class or whatever, like have that freedom, the time freedom, right? So now that I have all that flexibility, my goals are different and we're really growing. So we are looking for people to join us that have a big vision, goals, dreams, that are looking for something more, that know that they were meant here for something more. That purpose-driven life. I'm always talking about that purpose-driven life because we were all, what are you doing? We were all put here for a purpose. You just, hold on a second. Hey, go up and see Aiden. What are you doing? Go. Sorry. And so I am looking for runners. I am looking for business builders. The really cool thing about getting started with what it is that we do and who we do it with is we are part of a top 10 team. So we have the resources that we have for training are pretty amazing. We've basically been given the keys to the kingdom. We have an amazing online university that's included with your coaching. There's not extra to join that. And it's basically laid out for us in blueprints on how to be successful. So right now I'm working with a lot of my coaches. We're jumping into the next milestones, working with different goals and what have you. But we are really looking to run this year. And so we've got some big goals and some big dreams, and we're really excited. I think the other big part, which I didn't expect to happen, when I first joined the business, it was about me. It was about losing weight. It was about finding that time freedom for myself and my family. And now that I've gotten the chance to become a leader and be a part of an amazing team of business women that are like me, fitness business women, it's been such a joy to watch my coaches grow and to help them reach and attain their goals. Okay. So let me just address a couple more misconceptions. We went through what was I going to say? The pushback on the food. What else did I say? One of the big ones that I get a lot of time is about social media. So when I first started it was almost 8 years ago, right? So I did not have, there was no Instagram. Social media was not, it was there. Facebook was there. I had a Facebook, but I wasn't really on it. Family probably, but I didn't utilize it. So I'd no friends basically. Okay. So everything that I've learned from then till now, I've been trained on. And that's another big part of our team is a huge social media gurus, if you will. And so all of the things that we need to learn, we learn on the team. There's also numerous trainings that we're a part of. I actually invested in several trainings for myself that I help, so I can help you guys to grow your business as well. So you don't need to be a social media expert. You don't need to be at your goal weight. You don't need to be like the super fit person. You don't need to be an expert. The really awesome things about what we do as coaches is the workouts are live streamed. I'm not live streamed. They're streamed from fitness experts already. So we don't have to write out workouts. We don't have to tell people what to do. All we have to do is match them with a program and guide them through. And the fitness trainers and experts, they do the work. The persons that create the nutrition plans, they do the work. All we have to do is facilitate those. Think of what we have as a tool bag, and you have numerous tools in your tool bag to be able to help people depending on what they need help with. And so you could just reach into that tool bag and help somebody with something. I always talk to people and say, look at this is a lifestyle, right? We aren't talking about one and done. We aren't talking about 3 weeks and it's over, 6 weeks and it's over. It's a lifestyle. And so the beauty about having so much at our fingertips is you can start with one program in one place and then help somebody to progress from there. So there's so many different ways to do that, you're developing customers and coaches for life, which is so amazing in itself too. Okay, social media. We talked about, I don't really get a lot of people saying it's a pyramid scheme. I think that's an old term because it's illegal. Every business has a CEO and a founder and that kind of thing. And so, it's not like you get rich off of the other it doesn't work that way. So essentially you're in charge of your own business. As a coach, you get a 25% discount on all your products and services, and you also get 25% commission that you make on everything that you sell. But the real income comes from building your team, which is amazing. So you have what we call team volume. And so as soon as you start to be a leader by adding 2 people, you start to earn bonuses on top of your retail commission, which is really cool. And then if you get bonuses on bonuses. So if you add so many coaches in a month, you get an extra bonus. Once you start to get to a next rank, you get extra bonuses. And the thing about it is you're not successful until your people are successful. So it's really a team effort. So, you know, as your leader, I'm working to help you to get to your next milestone in your business. And then when you reach your milestone, that's when I reach my milestones. So it's really my job to help you to be successful. And then as a whole, we have, you earn cycle bonuses from the team as a whole. It's kind of a whole thing. So let me just say that I have a whole video on compensation that I would love to share with you if you want to get into the details of that. I would absolutely love to share that. Okay. Yeah, and I think that was it. Okay, and then so what does it cost? So as I mentioned in the beginning, you've got, let me just double check on questions before we go to further. Let me know if you have any questions. If you get any questions after, just let me know. And I will make sure that I come back in and answer. You can send me a message, okay, or you can come back after to the recording. Okay, so how do you start? I mentioned before that starts at 160. Depending on what's going on for the month, there's always promotions, so you can get in as little as 142, but then it goes up from there depending on what kind of goodies you want. I highly recommend the deluxe pack. That's 220. That's going to give you a year of BOD, Beachbody on Demand. That's a whole year of fitness, guys. That's like a drop in the bucket. $99 by itself. Shakeology is $130 by itself for a month. You get that, plus you get the performance line, which is your pre and your post workout. That cost me, I think, like 86 bucks with my discount. I don't know, I'm not a math guru. Someone do the math. $220 for all of that. And then you get containers and the cups and all kinds of really cool other fun stuff too. And just depending on what program you go with. So that's how you start. Start as little as 160, gives you access to everything that you need. That will allow you to look at all the programs, be able to have all that product knowledge. And then your monthly coach fee is $15.95, $15.95. And that's going to give you your website and the ability to utilize any marketing, trainings included with that. It's just so amazing because when you think about it, if you liken it to say like a franchise like McDonald's or a Burn Boot Camp or something like that, you're paying $15 a month. And you can brand yourself and you don't have to worry about, you know, using certain fonts and all like the stuff that like those type of big places have, right? This is literally the only business of its kind that I know that you can turn a profit within 24 hours too. So it's pretty amazing that you could actually start with start coaching and add 2 people right away and make back your money and then some as you get started. So I love that facet of it, that you would be over here in a Burn Boot Camp, and how many thousands of dollars would you invest to, you know, make back, you know, invest in your franchise, and then how long is it going to take you to recoup all that, and then you have to get the people and you have to do the marketing and all this stuff. And over here it's just you and you're branding yourself, and we're going to tell you what to do and talk how to work social media, how to talk to people on social media. You're able to have that freedom to do what you want with your business. You don't have to deal with inventory, you don't have to deal with customer service, shipping, none of that stuff. It's all taken care of you for that $15 a month. Okay. And then you are responsible for a minimum of 90 personal volume points every single month. So essentially Shakeology takes care of that. 50. Shakeology is 90. You're responsible for 50 in order to be an active coach, to be considered an active coach. So that comes from products that you purchase and products that your customer purchase, and that's how you get started. And so let's see, your fee will get waived. Your coach sign up fee gets waived when you purchase your challenge back, so you don't have to worry about that. If you're in the military or you have military family, you can get all your fees waived, which is pretty cool. And then so yeah, I kind of covered that. You know, other companies have like thousands of investment to open a brick and mortar business, and I think a single unit franchise falls between 100,000 and 300,000. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, that's just a stat I was reading. Sorry. So monthly coaching fee covers your website, the platform we run groups on, and you never have to hold inventory, which is pretty awesome. And so it's the same price as a customer would sign up. It's the same pricing. And so, you know, honestly, for most people, money is a constant concern, right? That is so true. I mean, that was true of me. And so you can change that. You can change that scarcity thinking into an abundance thinking. And I love that. That's so cool. Okay. So do you guys have any questions? And Any money questions? Any money questions? Ask me any money questions. I feel like it went by really fast. So I'm looking for, who am I looking for? Who do we want? We want those go-getters, right? Those people that see that vision. You know, the other thing that I want to say, guys, too, is this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is furthest from that. So you have to really be patient with yourself. Just like with your health and your fitness, it's not going to happen overnight. Okay, oh, the battery. So you need to at least look at this business like, I'm going to give it a year or 2 or 3 until I really make things. I mean, stuff happens. You are responsible for your efforts, diligence, and skill. I'm going to tell you that everybody's different. Okay. Just like with your health and your fitness, everybody's different. So you are responsible for your own actions, but it's not a get rich quick thing for sure. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience, and it's just going to depend on you and how willing you are to take that action. So who are we looking for? Go-getters, people that want more out of life, people who are willing to learn and grow from the inside out. I said that was big, right? And people who aren't afraid to fail forward, because that's when the magic happens. When you make mistakes and you fail after fail after fail. I mean, I'm still here. I am learning so much for myself over these last couple of years. And I can say hands down that I'm like way more amazing leader than when I first started. I was like afraid to lead in the beginning, you know? And I think it's just so much. You got to have fun with yourself. You got to have fun with this business. And I can tell you that there's no way I'd ever go back to a 9-to-5 job at this point. Like, there's so much flexibility. There's so much joy every single day and gratitude. And like, again, I've fallen in love with helping my coaches now and seeing their success, and just being a part of our team is just, you got to experience it. You got to experience it. Okay. So, who do you love to work with? Remember, this is your business. Think about the qualities that, your ideal coaches would have. Do they love competition? Are they passionate about helping people, and then, we want to get you guys started right. So what happens next, right? What will happen is we get you guys all set up in whatever package that you need to get started with, whoever coach sent you here, get with them, and they're going to set you up with the right package that you need in order to get started. Okay. We're going to get on the getting started right call. So the really cool thing is we usually have a big bunch of you guys starting all at once at the beginning of the month. And so we have some getting started right calls that we'll get on, and we'll discuss the things that you need to know in order to be a success and make an immediate impact on people. Okay. We're going to give you team pages and other resources. We have trainings that we offer and put in place. One of the things that we want to make sure is that you have everything in the right order so that you are setting yourself up for success. There's a lot to learn and there's a lot to know, but you're never going to know all of it. I still don't know all of it. So just keep that in mind, that it's going to be just like any job that you would start. There's a learning period, and you just have to read and go through it and take it one day at a time. Okay. So your goal is basically to make back your initial investment. And then you do that by helping 3 people your first month. You plug into your very first challenge group, and that starts, our next one starts, we've got the 24th, which is next week. And then September 1st is our big group. Okay. And then, we're going to talk about who your team is, what that looks like, and who we can talk to about joining you. Okay, so we're going to get you guys all set up for success. We sit one-on-one. We'll have that getting started right call and get you all going in the right direction. So let me know what questions you guys have. If there's any Q&A here. Okay, let me just get on and make sure we're all kosher here. All right, you guys. So drop your comments, and let me see if there's anything here on our event page. If you have any questions whatsoever, fire away. Super excited to chat with you guys in more depth. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any questions. Okay, so it was awesome to be able to do this with you guys. Please let me know, or the coach that sent you here, if you have questions and what your next steps are, and we'll get with you and get you all set up. I hope that you've found this valuable and entertaining in a little bit. I'm going to go find the dog now. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for joining us. See ya.